Cinderella, or the Little Glass Slipper, is a folk tale with thousands of variants that are told throughout the world. The protagonist is a young girl living in forsaken circumstances who is suddenly blessed by remarkable fortune with her ascension to the throne via marriage. The word Cinderella is a translation of the French word Cendrillon, which means little ashes. The name originates from the Charles Perrault's fairy tale Cendrillon ou le petit pantoufle de verre, which translates to Cinderella or the little glass slipper. The name has also been adopted in other languages like German, Ascianputo, and Italian, Cenerentola, all referencing ashes. Cendre, meaning ashes, is the core of the name. Cinderella, an English translation of Cendrillon, preserving the association with ashes. Other languages, similar terms like Ascianputo and Cenerentola also refer to ashes, reflecting the common origin of the story. The name Cinderella is often used to describe someone who experiences a sudden change from poverty or neglect to a position of success and wealth. The most widely known version of Cinderella by Charles Perrault was first published in 1697. It was written in French as Cendrillon and included elements like the pumpkin, fairy godmother, and glass slipper. Charles Perrault was born on January 12, 1628. He was a French author and member of the Académie Française who laid the foundations for a new literary genre, the fairy tale. The best known of Perrault's tales include Le Petit Chaperon Rouge, or Little Red Riding Hood, Cendrillon, Cinderella, Les Chats Beauté, Puss in Boots, La Belle au Bois dormant, The Sleeping Beauty, and La Barbe Bleue, Bluebeard. Charles Perrault was born into a wealthy bourgeois Parisian family, the seventh child of Pierre Perrault and Paquette Leclerc. He attended good schools in the city and studied law before embarking on a career in government service, following in the footsteps of his father and older brothers. His most notable brothers were the pioneering hydrologist Pierre Perrault (1608 to 1680) and the architect, physician, and anatomist Claude Perrault (1613 to 1688). Perrault also took part in the creation of the Academy of Sciences as well as the restoration of the Academy of Painting. In 1691, Perrault experimented with the fairy tale genre by writing the novella La Marquise de Salusses ou La Passion des Griselides. In 1693, he wrote the fairy tale The Ridiculous Wishes. In the story, an impoverished couple are granted 3 wishes by an ancient god, but waste the opportunity to improve their life through poorly thought wishes. In 1694, Perrault wrote the fairy tale Donkey Skin. In the story, a widowed king wants to marry his own daughter, who resembles her mother, but the unwilling girl is protected by her fairy godmother. These stories were more warmly received by Perrault's associates. In 1695, Perrault compiled the first edition of Stories or Tales from Past Times. He collected his imaginative fairy tales, concluding each of them with a rhymed, well-defined, and cynical moral. In 1697, the work received its printed edition. It became widely popular, with 8 reprints in Perrault's lifetime. In 1699, Perrault published his translation of the Fables, compiled by the Italian writer Gabriele Fairno in 1510 to 1561. This translation was popular in England during the 18th century and was used as a school textbook. It was Perrault's last significant work. Perrault died in 1703 at the age of 75. Many of Charles Perrault's stories, which were rewritten by the brothers Grimm, continue to be printed and have been adapted to opera, ballet, such as Tchaikovsky's The Sleeping Beauty, theater and film, Walt Disney. Perrault was a highly influential figure in the 17th century French literary scene and was also the leader of the modern faction during the Quarrel of the Ancients and the Moderns. Cinderella represents humility and unselfishness, inner beauty, and the pursuit of happiness. Cinderella's enduring kindness and willingness to help others despite the hardships she faces highlights the importance of these qualities. Her true beauty is not superficial, but stems from her character, emphasizing the value of inner qualities over outward appearances. Cinderella's journey is a testament to the power of hope and the pursuit of happiness, even when faced with adversity. The glass slippers represent Cinderella's true identity, natural beauty, and transformation and destiny. The glass slipper represents Cinderella's true identity, the purity and gentleness she possessed. Its transparency and beauty also symbolize Cinderella's natural beauty, both inner and outer. The glass slipper, along with the magical items, symbolizes the transformation Cinderella undergoes in her eventual destiny. Subscribe for more.